It's Pride! Shit. I just realized I'm gonna have to clean all of this up. Hey, what's up you guys? It's Carl, and it is June, which means it is officially Pride Month. Notice my festive balloons. Don't go away. No, come back. And as such, I am wearing my traditional Pride outfit. Absolutely nothing. No, I'm just kidding. I've got pants on. Or do I? I'm gonna be kicking off June with a very gay-friendly video. I'm gonna tell you my coming out story. So I guess I started noticing that, not that I was gay, but that I was different at like 13 or 14. I was a bit of an outsider. I didn't have many friends. I think the other kids in the class sort of noticed it as well because I got picked on quite a lot. I got called gay before I was even gay, before I even knew I was gay, before I even thought about it. I got called the Pillsbury Doughboy because I was fat and white. In hindsight, it's kind of funny, but back then it created a lot of like complexes in me. I was really depressed and I had an eating disorder for about 3 years. I really genuinely thought something was really, really wrong with me. And I was just entering into my first year of high school and I was in like this transitory period and really trying to discover myself, but not being very successful at all. And it just sent me more and more into this depression and I stopped eating even more, and I think I got down to 105 pounds at one point, which was so unhealthy. The turning point sort of came later in the year of my first year of high school because you have to have certain credits, I guess, in high school in America, and one of those is like a fine arts credit, so you choose between art, singing, blah, blah, blah. I chose drama, not because I had any interest in it whatsoever, just because it seemed like the easiest thing to do. It was amazing. It was one of the best things that has ever happened to me. The people in there were so accepting of me and they were so non-judgmental. I had friends. I started to feel happier. I was doing something with my time. I was, doing play practice every day and I found out, hey, I can act, hey, I can sing. And I was discovering all these new things about myself. Still, something was not quite right. I didn't know what it was, but it kept eating away at me. And then I got a girlfriend, and now I'm married. No. Yeah, I started dating one of my best friends. For a while there, I was really happy, and I thought this was gonna fix all of my problems, and my life was gonna be uphill from here. Still, something is eating away at me. This is when I start going online and just not looking up porn. That sounds like I'm going to look up porn, but no, just looking up gay things. And so I was watching these videos on YouTube and I was seeing how closely their storyline matched to mine. These kids were isolated, depressed, they had these confused feelings, and I was like, this is me. This is exactly what is happening to me. Maybe I'm gay. And one day I was just like, I just have to try something just to get some sort of confirmation if this is it, or maybe it's just something completely different. We were in the middle of a production of Beauty and the Beast. I was the clock. My girlfriend was Chip the Cup. There was this guy who was playing the Beast. He was like one of the only openly gay students in the entire school. I gravitated towards him during the show. One day they were rehearsing a scene that I wasn't in, that he wasn't in, and we were just sitting backstage on these steps and I was talking with him and I was like, wow, you're doing such a great job. Just casually, I guess, flirting. I don't know. I could tell he was super nervous and sort of fidgeting around, and so was I. And then I looked at him in the eyes and just leaned in and kissed him. So we continued to meet for like the next 2 weeks after that in the dressing rooms during lunch. We weren't getting it on. We were just talking about life and things and gay things, and I don't know. I think we kissed maybe 3 times. One day during lunch, I was sitting with him and my girlfriend walks into the dressing room and just sort of looks around and goes, hi, we are waiting for you at the table, and then leaves. And I'm like, oh shit. And I start freaking out and I'm like, I cannot do this anymore because like she's starting to suspect and this is a horrible thing and she's such a nice person and I cannot do this to such a nice person even though I already have done it. And so I told the guy, I cannot see you anymore. I refuse to. Please don't speak to me. Don't come near me again. This sunshine, I hate you. Sorry guys, I had to go close that blind. The sun was like bearing down on me. I really don't want to say that he went into an emotional breakdown because like that makes me sound really desirable because I am, girl. No. I come to learn later that he was coming out of the bathroom crying and this girl was like, listen, this is not good for you anymore. You need to just tell me what happened. He told her, she told the drama teacher. Drama teacher comes and picks me up out of class And the look on her face, like within seconds, I knew exactly what this was about to be. And I just wanted to crawl out of my skin. I felt so awful. So she takes me into the theater and she says, I think you two need to talk. And there's my girlfriend sitting in the audience, crying her eyes out, but also looking at me with the rage of 1,000 suns. By this point, my anxiety and my fear levels are like through the roof because this was just supposed to be something that I was trying out, not something that I was 100% about. And here I am just, you know, getting forced into something. My mind just sort of did a backpedal and I lied, basically. And I said, I was curious. I'm not curious anymore. I know that I love you and I want to marry you. What a fucking asshole am I to say that? But deep down inside, I think I knew that what I was doing was completely wrong and that I really was gay. And so one day after practice, I had written a note for her that said, hey, listen, I'm sorry that this happened. I love you more than anything, but I'm gay. Saying those words out loud to her and then to some other close friends, slowly, more and more, it started to feel so right. This massive weight had been lifted from me and I wasn't lying anymore, which was fantastic. And I started on the road to actually feeling really, truly happy. It just spread like herpes and the entire school found out. And I'm actually genuinely happy that it did happen. I wish that it had gone about a completely different way. One thing that they don't tell you and that I don't think they really represent really well in the videos and the movies and things is that it's not just one coming out, it's not one explosion and then you're left to pick up the pieces afterwards. It's lots of little coming outs over time. You have to come out over and over again. You come out to your friends, your close friends first and then your friends around you. You come out to your family, your parents and then your extended family. You come out to your colleagues at work and to teachers and, you know, new people that you meet all the time. I think it took me like maybe 2 years to actually come out to everybody in my life. If I were to give any advice about it, I would say do it at your own pace, because for me, I was just like outed without my consent and that was really tough to deal with. You get through it if it happens, you know, but if you can set it up in such a way that you don't hurt people that you care about and you're not backed into a corner and forced to do it, it's gonna feel a lot more natural. You're gonna feel a whole lot better about the process. I mean, the coming out process is not pleasant for anybody, but you can definitely make it easier for yourself. And the last thing is that this is who you are. There is no changing it, there's no fighting it, and over time you will absolutely learn to love yourself. Me, back then, I never would have imagined that I would be as happy as I am now, and I think if given the choice to be straight or go back and be straight and change everything, I don't think I would. And I don't think a lot of gay people would either, because the struggle and the experiences that they went through really made them who they are. It made me who I am. And I don't want to change that for anything. Being truthful to yourself is part of loving yourself, and it's such an important part. It probably seems like the sky is gonna fall if you ever come out, but 100% it will not. Your life will get so much better. People around you will love you more because you're being truthful with them. You're being the best and most honest person that you can be. And that's all anybody can ask for. Things are gonna get awesome. Things are gonna get spectacular, and you're gonna find that big booty hoe that you wanna put a ring on. Well, there you guys have it. That is my coming out story. It is not crazy, wild, and exciting. Nobody died. I'm not a hot twin, so this won't get 44 million views, but I wanted to share it with you guys anyways. Hope you guys liked that video. Give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more Pride/LGBTQ videos, I'm more than happy to make them. If you have suggestions, leave them down in the comments there. Hit that subscribe button while you're down there, and I will see you next time. Bye.